Welcome back to another video. Today we're in the garage again here. We got the EcoBoost parked out front and we're gonna be doing some painting today. Now here in Georgia right now, it's kind of chilly. It's probably too cold for painting, honestly, but I don't really have another great time to do it, so we're gonna do it today. It's about 50 degrees out here and we are gonna be painting the engine cover for the EcoBoost Mustang. So let me show you what we have so far. All right, as you guys can see here, I have the engine cover sitting on the bench, and I've already gone through a few steps to get it to this point here. And honestly, it's been sitting in the garage for like a month and a half, so I haven't touched it until now. But first things first, obviously remove the engine cover. I sanded this whole thing down with like 400 grit sandpaper and then washed that off and actually hit this with some primer, some sprayable primer, and it has a really kind of tacky feel right now. So I have to go through, I'm gonna hit it with some 1000 grit sandpaper here. And I started a little bit just to see how this would kind of play out, and it is super smooth to the touch here. So I'm gonna hit the rest of this with that 1000 grit, smooth it out. We're gonna have to rinse it down, wash it off, and then we'll be ready to paint. But the paint today that we're going to be using is this Duplicolor paint, which is going to replicate the color on the outside of the car, which is this J7 magnetic. It's going to be super close, hopefully. And also, for the lettering, I'm going to use this orange enamel paint here, which is the same stuff that I used on my old 2.3T badges, which actually turned out pretty good. So we're gonna use that paint for inside the EcoBoost logo here, which I think will turn out kind of cool. It'll be a little bit of a, little touch there. Since we have the orange boosted badge in the front, we have the orange brake calipers, I wanted to throw a little bit of orange on the engine cover without looking tacky. We might do the lines here as well, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna just do the EcoBoost text here. And then for the clear coat, I got this stuff here. Now this is like their 1K clear extreme gloss. It sounded good. I paid like 20 bucks for this. So we're gonna hit this over the top. It says it's good for up to like 250 degrees. So we're gonna see how this goes. I hope that it holds up on the car under the, on top of the engine in the engine bay area there, because, it can get pretty warm in there. But I think this clear is gonna help out a lot to protect that finish. So without further ado, let me get to sanding this thing down. We'll smooth it out, clean it up, and then we'll hit it with the first coat of paint and see how it looks. Whew, that's a lot of sanding, guys. Well, we've made some progress, as you see here. We got kind of the top half done, this side done. And it is super smooth. It's super dirty, but it's super smooth. So I think it's gonna come out good. Let me finish sanding this and hopefully we can get on to paint shortly. Jesus Christ, guys, this is taking forever. There are so many little details in this cover here. This is taking a long time. So this is probably gonna be the, I guess the worst part about doing this. It's taking a long time. So how about we just fast forward until it's done? Yeah, I think so. And just like that, guys, the engine cover is fully sanded and ready to go. We just have to clean it off first because there is a lot of nastiness on this. It's not really nastiness, it's just primer that I sanded off, obviously. But we gotta clean it up before we can paint it. I'm gonna hit it with some dish soap and water, scrub it up a little bit, and then try to dry it, get it, super dry so we can paint. I'm hoping I can do this all in one day here, but with the whole daylight savings time thing, it gets dark at like 5:30 here, so I'm gonna have to speed things up. So let's grab this little guy here. We got some soap and a brush, and we're just gonna wash it down. Now that it's all washed off, we can dry this thing up, get it ready for paint, and probably have to apply some heat to it here because it is like 50 degrees out, so not the best weather to paint in for sure, guys. So if you learn anything from me in this video, maybe that's gonna be it. But yeah, we're gonna dry it off and then hopefully hit it with a couple coats of that magnetic. See how it looks. Ooh, I just thought of something. Great way, possibly, to dry this thing out. This guy here. I even impress myself sometimes. Just kidding. All right, guys, we have everything dried up here, and it's looking pretty good. I mean, if I really wanted this thing perfect, I'd probably go back and sand it yet again. But this, you know, the Mustang is not really a show car per se, but I do want this to look good. So I think sanding it once, hitting it with the primer, sanding it again, I think, you know, we got it like 90% of the way to, in my mind, really pretty good. So now everything's dried up. We can hit it with a few coats of the magnetic J7 color here from Duplicolor. I hope that this is a pretty good match. It should be, because it is J7 that's on the car. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers. All right, it's been about 15 minutes. We're gonna hit it up for another coat here. And so far, it's looking pretty good. Wow, the white balance is terrible right now. I look super pale. There we go, darker. GoPro's not good with this. But anyways, let's hit it up with another coat. All right, it's been another about 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna hit it with a third coat now. And just to show you what that second coat did here, you can see it's looking pretty good in the sun. I hope you guys can see it. It has a nice sparkle to it. Looks pretty good. It's not super even yet, but hopefully this third coat, we figure that out and it evens itself out. But it looks pretty good. So, third coat, here we go. Well, and look at this, guys. We got 4 coats on the engine cover. As of right now, this was one whole can of that Duplicolor paint there. And that's about as much paint as I have in that can. 4 coats. And it looks pretty good. But we're not done. We got to put the orange into the EcoBoost logo here. And I'm gonna do that with just some of this tester's paint here. And we're gonna use some of these little touch-up, I don't know, brushes, I guess, to just kind of dapple that color in there. And hopefully we don't drip on the rest of the cover and it goes in okay. So wish me luck. Well, that's a hell of a transition, huh? So let me tell you this real quick. I had all this footage on clear coating this cover and got to the end and I was able to show you, and then GoPro does what GoPro does and it deleted all that footage for me. So now I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. And I'm not installing it on the car just yet because I actually want to detail the engine bay before I do so. And you know, I want it to go on to a clean engine. But this is what it looks like. Check it out, guys. Look at that gloss. Not too bad. It came out pretty good. Look at that EcoBoost on there. I'll try to get in tight on that and you guys can see. But yeah, overall, this thing came out pretty dang good for just a, you know, a DIY kind of project here. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's gonna look really cool on the car. So that video is coming soon. We'll install it on the car and see how it looks. But overall, guys, pretty easy kind of process here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I don't know, I like this type of stuff. It kind of makes your car your own, you know, when you start customizing little things like this. So anyways, thanks so much for your support. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.